but teaching our new owners how to winterize their cabins for 40 years.
If you would like written instructions of what we're about to show you, remember to email us, tim@skibear.com, and we do have a PDF that we can send you of the instructions we're about to go through.
As we go through this process, there are going to be two types of descriptions for winterization we're going to be giving you. One is a full winterization, and one is going to be a partial. You're only going to partially winterize during the summer months when you know you will be coming back for certain before the temperatures change. During the summer months, if you just shut the water line off, if there is a break in the line, you're only going to get the amount of water that's in your lines and not water flowing freely throughout your cabin. A full winterization, we encourage our clients to start doing Labor Day weekend and don't stop until Memorial weekend.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, it's Sunday afternoon and you're getting ready to head home. So we're going to walk you through the winterization process. The first thing we need to do is determine whether or not your water heater is electric or propane. If it's electric, you'll know right away because there will be a large 50 amp breaker in the breaker box. Assuming it's not marked, you can tell by the ganged breaker, okay? Now, for an electric water heater, the first thing we're going to do is turn that off. If the water heater is propane, you're going to go to the propane water heater, and on the dial, on the regulator, there's going to be markings. On, off, and pilot, or the newer ones say vacation. You're going to turn that dial from on to vacation or pilot, whichever your particular water heater says. If you turn all the way to off, you're going to have somebody come relight it for you if you're not capable of doing it yourself. Now that we've turned either the electric water heater to the off position or the propane water heater to the pilot or vacation position, we are going to go to the main water supply and turn it off completely. Now, we turned off the water heater, we're going to the main water supply. At this particular cabin, the main water supply is in the sub area of the house. There will also be a box and a meter and a valve at the street that belongs to the water aid district. You do not want to use that as your on and off valve because when there's 6 feet of snow on it, you'll have to dig through to get to that. Now, this is the main water valve for this particular cabin. It is a round valve. They can also be a straight handle valve, which we will show an example. Okay, that is off. This is another example of the valve you may find on your water supply. The important thing to remember is that when the handle is in line with the direction of the pipe, that valve is open. When it's turned sideways, that valve is closed. At this point, you've confirmed that your water heater, propane or electric, is off. We have turned off the main water supply, and now we're going to drain the lines in the cabin. You're going to open this faucet. Now, when it's a single handle, you have to remember there's a hot and a cold. So you want to open that in the middle and leave it open. We're going to do the same thing in the bathroom sinks. Showers. And we're going to flush the toilets. You're going to flush every toilet. You're going to open the handles on every sink and every shower or tub. Our last step for a full winterization is going to be to add antifreeze to every sink, drain, toilet tank, and bowl. Now, it's critically important that when you go to use the antifreeze that you get the environmentally safe version. There is a very healthy fine from the state of California for putting non-environmentally safe antifreeze in the ground. So you're only going to put a capful in every drain. One last important note. Over the years, we have had some of people that have been recommending RV antifreeze. We don't encourage our clients to use RV antifreeze. In fact, a plumber once told me it would take about 8 or 9 gallons to properly winterize with RV antifreeze. The issue with RV antifreeze is it's pre-diluted. So when you pour it into a toilet that already have water in it, it's already pre-diluted and it just got diluted even more. It is not uncommon for us to go into a cabin in the winter months and find a great big pink frozen chunk in the toilet because it's RV antifreeze. So for whatever it's worth, use the good stuff and make sure it's environmentally safe. Once you, especially toilets, once you put antifreeze in, even the environmentally safe, we really encourage you to put the lid down to keep pets and small children out of it. Another important tip is to have a towel, a rag, or some paper towels to clean up any spills you might have on your porcelain or your fiberglass. When you're done, store the antifreeze in a safe place. Keep it away from children. Another item that we recommend to our clients as a preventative measure when they winterize is to turn the water supplies off to the washer. There could be pressure fluctuations and that line could pop while you're gone and flood the cabin. When it gets very, very cold, we typically see failures in the solenoid valve for the dishwasher, which is plastic and it breaks easily. So a preventative step would be once the water's turned off and you've winterized everything, you close the dishwasher, you push the start button, and you immediately pop the door open. When you push the start button, it opens the solenoid to let the water in, and so you've let whatever little bit of water's in that valve drain out.
As noted previously, we are not licensed plumbers. And it's important to note that the instructions we have given you are viable for our area and our elevation. They may not be viable for areas that get colder or have different climates.
Okay, you're coming back to your cabin, and let's assume that you properly winterized when you left. The first thing you're going to do is enter the cabin and close all of the valves, sinks, tubs, showers that you opened up to let the air out when you winterized. The next thing we're going to do is go back under the house, turn on the main water supply. Then we're going to go back into the cabin, open up all the faucets and handles, showers and tubs and sinks to let the air back out. Then you're going to close those valves. Then you're going to come back out, turn on your water heater, whether it's propane or electric, and you're basically done. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the winterization and unwinterization process. If you'd like the written instructions, please reach out to us. Also, we would be very grateful if you would like our video and subscribe to our channel. By the way, my name is Tim Muetterties, and I sell real estate along with my wife Lisa in Calaveras County.